We all know that every country is different and has its own unique traits and characteristics. Some countries are known for their beautiful landmarks and culture, while others are known for their powerful economy or military. But what happens when you compare two of the most powerful countries in the world, the USA and China? What are the differences and similarities between these two superpowers? Let's take a deep dive into this topic and explore the fascinating details. The United States of America and the People's Republic of China are two of the most powerful countries in the world. They have different political systems, cultures, and economies, but they also share some similarities. The USA is a capitalist democracy with a population of around 327 million people. China is a communist republic with a population of around 1.4 billion people. Now please take some time to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon. The USA has a GDP of around $26 trillion, while China's GDP is around $28 trillion. So China actually has a larger economy than the USA. The USA has a larger military budget than China, spending around $778 billion on defense compared to China's $292 billion military budget. However, China has a larger number of active military personnel with around 2 million active soldiers compared to the USA 1.5 million active soldiers. What's the capital of China? It's Beijing. And how big is it? Well, Beijing has a population of around 22 million people, making it one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Despite being slightly bigger than the USA, China is still a huge country with vast natural resources. What about the capital of the USA? That would be Washington, D.C., which has a population of around 7 million people. So yeah, Beijing is definitely more crowded. What about the size of these countries? The USA is the fourth largest country in the world by land area, spanning over 9.3 million square kilometers. China is the third largest country, spanning over 9.6 million square kilometers. Now let's talk about something a little more controversial. Which country is more advanced? Well, that depends on how you define advanced. If you're talking about technological advancement, then both countries are extremely advanced. They're both major players in fields like artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and renewable energy. But if you're talking about infrastructure, then China might have the edge. They've built some of the world's fastest high-speed trains, and their airports and highways are some of the most efficient in the world. But what if they go to war? Who would win? It's hard to say. Both countries have massive militaries with advanced weapons and technology. But according to some experts, China would likely win a war against the USA. One reason for this is China's large population. They have a much larger pool of soldiers to draw from. Plus, they have a higher birth rate than the USA. Another reason is China's growing military budget. They've been investing heavily in new technologies and weapons systems. This includes developing hypersonic missiles that can travel at speeds of up to 10 times the speed of sound. Plus, China has been building up its navy rapidly. In recent years, they've launched several new aircraft carriers, and they now have the second largest navy in the world. Will China ever be more advanced than the USA? It's possible. In terms of economy, China is already on track to become the world's largest economy by 2030. They have a larger population and a rapidly growing middle class. This means there's a huge market for goods and services within China. Plus, China has been investing heavily in education and research and development. This is helping to drive innovation and economic growth. In terms of military, it's harder to say. The USA has a huge lead right now, but China is catching up fast. It's possible that China could have a more advanced military than the USA by 2050. So there you have it, a quick overview of the USA and China. These are two very different countries with a lot of similarities. They're both superpowers with advanced economies and militaries. and they both face unique challenges and opportunities on the global stage. Only time will tell how their rivalry continues to evolve. Now we're curious to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Is there anything we missed? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our latest videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.